Welcome to Uncharted and Unfiltered, the journey back to you. I am Cynthia Jameson, your host, and this is where we break free from the noise and dive deep into what truly matters you. If you're tired of the shoulds, the expectations, and the pressures to fit into a mold that doesn't serve you, you're in the right place. This isn't a podcast about easy answers or sugar coated advice. This is your invitation to reclaim your path, embrace the unknown, and become the bold, unapologetic version of yourself that's been waiting to show up. It's time to get unfiltered. Let's get started. Hello, hello, and welcome back to Uncharted and Unfiltered. I hope your day is going well. I am recording this on a very chilly January morning, and I was able to get my run in this morning, which for me makes everything feel a little bit more possible. How is your week going so far? Wherever you are, I hope that you have had a moment to set yourself up for success today. If you have heard my last episode, you know that we paused together to notice, to listen, to trust ourselves before moving, and talked about standing at the edge of something more honest and what it means to lead from your own authority without pressure, without abandoning your inner knowing. And today I want to take that a step further. I want to talk to you about endurance versus integrity, why we stay in situations that no longer fit, and what it would take to step fully into alignment with who we are now, without compromise, without fear, because what we've been practicing is self trust. And this is where it gets real. Now, I see and hear so many people talk themselves out of the change they want for themselves and even for the world, the change that they want to see in the world. They wait, they justify, they hope for clarity before acting. And in that waiting, they endure instead of aligning. And that's what we are going to unpack today. So if you've been telling yourself you are thinking about it, you're waiting for clarity, or you're just not ready yet, this episode is for you. And I want you to know from the beginning there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are not stuck because you are incapable. You're stuck because you've been loyal to roles, identities, and expectations that once made sense and no longer do. And today I want to talk about change, not in the inspirational way, in the honest way. Now, the people that I work with are not afraid of hard work. They are not afraid of responsibility, and they are not afraid of effort. What they are afraid of is miscalculating, choosing wrong, disappointing others, losing something that they can't get back. And so instead of changing, they manage, cope, endure. And here's the hard truth, and I'm saying this with so much love. You have confused endurance with integrity. When you're in endurance, you don't stay because it's right. You stay because you can, because you're competent, because you're trusted, because people rely on you. You tolerate what no longer fits. You carry what isn't yours. And while everyone else feels supported by you, and that can be amazing, you override your own signals because you've made it mean that you're the good one, the reliable one, the responsible one, the adult, like whatever that is for you. And what's really been happening is that you've been pulling away from yourself. And I need to say this clearly. Waiting has not been neutral. It has been a choice. And that choice has been costing you your aliveness, your truth, your momentum. And if you listen closely, here's what I've noticed. Endurance has a sound, and it sounds like, I'll just get through this week, this thing, this quarter, this year, this conflict, whatever it is. And sometimes the getting through lasts 10 years. Or it sounds like, it's not that bad. I can handle it. At its core, endurance is about survival. And here's the thing about endurance, it shows up in your body before it shows up in your mind. That tightness in your shoulders, that heaviness before the meeting, the restless energy that won't settle. All of those are signals. Your body is telling you quietly, but persistently, that something isn't aligned. And integrity is different. Integrity is alignment. Integrity means your choices match your values. Your yes is true and feels true in your body. It's a yes that you're like, yes. It's like a wholehearted, whole body yes. And your no is clean. What do I mean by that? There's no resentment, there's no justification. It's just like, no, that wouldn't be good for me right now. And your life reflects who you are now, not who you used to be. So from integrity, a quieter truth emerges. This no longer fits. And maybe the thing that no longer fits is a role that you've outgrown. You're still competent, but you're no longer curious. You execute well, but you're rarely inspired. And your body knows first. It's the heaviness before the meeting. And or it is the relief when things get canceled. Listen, I know I'm not the only one. And maybe it's an identity that once kept you safe and now keeps you small. And an example of that would be the strong one, the low maintenance one, the expert, the good daughter, partner, or leader at your own expense. That identity worked once. It's just expired now. Or maybe it's a relationship built on who you were, not who you are. You self edit. You feel responsible for other people's emotions, and you leave feeling lonelier with them than without them. Or perhaps ways of working that depend on overfunctioning. You're the glue, you're the fixer. Everyone comes to you, and rest feels earned, not inherent. Or success that looks right but feels wrong. Your life works on paper but not in your body. And you keep asking yourself in the silence of your own mind, is this it? And I want to be super clear, this isn't ingratitude, it's discernment. When something no longer fits, it doesn't always fall apart. Sometimes it keeps working at the cost of you. You don't leave because it's unbearable. You leave because it's no longer true. Integrity isn't about keeping promises that cost you your aliveness. It's about telling the truth first to yourself. Endurance keeps you functioning. Integrity keeps you whole. And just because you can stay doesn't mean you should. Change feels dangerous, not because it is, but because it asks you to loosen the identity that kept you safe, the strong one, the responsible one, the one who doesn't rock the boat. And I saw something recently on Instagram that stuck with me. It said that Carl Jung and Jesus both warned in their own ways that the hardest part of inner work isn't confronting the darkness. It's what happens to your identity when the light turns on. The part of you built to survive, to be strong, to be good, suddenly isn't enough. Suddenly, you have to ask yourself, who am I really meant to be. And what happens when the version of you who kept everything together is no longer the one that's meant to lead your life? Change isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to the part of you that's been whispering, nudging, and waiting. That part of you isn't reckless. It's wise, it's patient, and it's tired of being ignored. So if you've been waiting for certainty before moving, hear this. Clarity follows commitment, not the other way around. This is why I created my 9-month coaching container. Not for people who want a quick fix, not for people who want motivation, but for people who are ready to stop negotiating with themselves and the life they already know they've outgrown. Because real change, embodied change, doesn't happen in a moment. It happens as you unlearn, recalibrate, practice, and learn to trust yourself again. And this is a space where you don't have to rush clarity, but you also don't get to hide from yourself. So if you've been listening and thinking, she's talking to me, yes, I am. So I'll ask you, how much longer are you willing to live a life that looks good on paper, but feels small in your body? You don't need to blow up your life. You need to stop abandoning yourself. And this is the year to stop abandoning yourself. If you are ready to be held and held accountable in the becoming, you will find the details in the show notes. Book a call with me. You are not late, you are not broken, and you are not wrong for wanting more. But you are responsible for what you do next. If you are ready to walk toward yourself, not alone, I would be honored to walk with you. And because we are stepping into a new year, I want to take a moment to wish you a truly happy new year. May 2026 be a year where you trust yourself more deeply, follow the light that's been whispering to you, and step boldly into the life that feels true in your body and your heart. May you give yourself permission to pause, to listen, and to act from integrity, not from endurance. Happy New Year. May it be full of clarity, courage, and joy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting your timing and for choosing yourself as you move forward. I will see you in the next episode with more clarity, more intention, and more truth. Goodbye for now. I hope that you're walking away feeling more aligned with your true self, more confident in the choices ahead, and ready to leave the safe path behind, knowing you've got everything you need within. Remember, the journey to you isn't about finding one perfect direction. It's about trusting yourself enough to explore all of it. If you're ready to dive deeper, join me for the next episode and don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss the next step on your path. I invite you to join my mailing list at www.cynthiajamesoncoach.ca, where we'll deepen our relationship and you can claim your copy of Your Inner Compass, a guide to charting your course to authenticity. Until next time, stay unfiltered, stay true, and most importantly, stay you.